Welcome to Lavish on Little.
I'm April.
And I'm Mitchell.
And tonight we're going to be doing my take on a shepherd's pie.
Which also is known as cottage pie, and I live in a cottage, so I'm down with that.
It's called cottage pie because traditionally in Ireland, a cottage pie is made with beef. And a shepherd's pie is made with lamb, which makes sense. Shepherds, right? So I take it completely different. My mom called it hamburger pie, actually, growing up. That's what we called hamburger pie. I add a lot more spices that you don't normally see in traditional Irish food. And those of you that are purists, you'll be like, oh, that's sacrilege. But honestly, it's really good. And I have friends that were born and raised in Dublin that have eaten it. Literally ate half of the pan, so.
I'm excited to try it, honestly. Like, it sounds good to me.
It is Irish approved, okay? So.
Hey, that's all you have to have.
Yeah. So tonight I'm going to go ahead and let you know the ingredients you need right off the bat. You are going to need 1.5 pounds of ground beef, a can to 2 cans of Campbell's tomato soup, just the concentrate, you know. And then you'll need a can of cut green beans, a can of whole kernel sweet corn, and some of the little packets of mashed potatoes. Or you can also use real potatoes. You can just, peel them and put them in your Instant Pot, however you want to do it. But you need them to be really creamy. So I usually just go with the packaged ones.
Because it would take a little bit longer if we used actual potatoes. It
would, and honestly, they're cheap. They're like $1. So that's a way to do it on little, like a low budget. So we're going to go ahead and brown our 1.5 pounds of ground beef. And we will be right back to show you how to build your cottage pie. Hi, welcome back to Lavish on Little.
We're back.
So I browned the meat. At this point, you're going to want to start preheating your oven to 350. It will cook for half an hour on 350. You can use this type of pan or dish. You can also use metal. It does not matter. Pretty simple. Let me tell you a little bit about shepherd's pies and cottage pies and how they're built.
Okay.
Okay. It basically traditionally starts with beef on the bottom or lamb, some type of gravy or sauce that's mixed in with that. Any spices are also put in at that point. And then traditionally it's corn and then mashed potatoes on top and then you bake it. Okay. Now my parents, like my mom, always used green beans and no corn. And my sister does that as well. She doesn't like the corn in it. I use both. I think it's really tasty with it. I also add a lot of spices that normally aren't found in it. The potatoes I put in are roasted garlic or sour cream and chives, and sometimes both. I'm layering both tonight.
I'm excited.
Yeah, because I like the whole big flavor burst, and honestly, it really is good like that. So, yeah. So right now we're just waiting for the water to mix up our mashed potatoes. In the meantime, we can go ahead and start building this. Here is our 1.5 pounds of ground beef. So we're going to just go ahead and put that in the bottom of the pan. Okay.
And just to give you guys a little, a couple insight on this. So as she was browning the meat, I had the time to shave my face completely and put my studio makeup back on because, of course, we have to.
Because you like looking pretty. Don't let him fool you. He likes looking pretty.
Definitely. And the lighting with this, it definitely is needed because we look like ghosts. So.
Yeah, I think that's also the fact we have no sun down in Alabama right now. We shouldn't complain. It's snowing a lot of parts of the country.
And I'm very glad it's not snowing.
Right. Okay, so I put my ground beef in here. Now, next what I do, there we go, there's that. I'm going to go ahead and mix up this with it's just water and powdered mashed potatoes. Super easy, like I said. It's like, this is a meal you can make about 10 minutes tops prep time and half an hour in the oven while you're doing other things, getting other things done. Right when you get in the house, you can throw it in there and just set a timer. And boom, you can have your family sit down about half an hour, 40 minutes after you walk in the house. So that's always good for all you working families, single moms, single dads, people who both have work, so it really helps. And it's really good to eat on the next day. Honestly, I kind of like it better the next day. So, all right, we went ahead and did that. I'm going to get some more water going. Hold up real quick. And then I'm going to show you how I do the spices and the sauce. Now, traditional shepherd's pie has gravy. We don't do gravy with mine. I usually just use Campbell's soup, tomato. It tastes really good. It's very flavorful. I usually put in 1 and then I stir it around, and I see if it's like got enough. It's covering everything. If it doesn't look like it's covering everything, I'll throw in another half can or so. Right now it's looking pretty good. I don't want to make it too, you don't make it too saucy because you kind of want to have a good blend of everything, and if it's too saucy, it'll be too runny. So you just really want to make sure you have all of the meat completely coated with the tomato soup. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to get a little bit left out of there. Oh, perfect. There we go. Straight. Just a tiny bit more. All right. Then, of course, with every type of dish with meat, what do you use for your first seasonings?
Salt and pepper.
There we go. He is
Always
smart
salt.
and beautiful.
Always salt and pepper.
So we just salt and pepper it.
In my life, it's called Creole and pepper, but
I'm just, you know, and you feel free to use your own spices. What I'm doing right now is just mixing it up, all the spices in there, and just kind of coating the bottom of the pan with it. Also, I like to add a little bit of, can you eat this? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. A little bit of chopped onion, just like a little sprinkles of those, just add a little bit of burst to it, the meat.
Dried onions, guys.
What?
Dried onions.
Dried onions, yes. He can't eat raw. So.
No raw.
And then just a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of Italian seasoning, which I don't know where it's at.
I'll grab it.
Okay. But yeah, you just keep mixing all of your spices in with it. So it kind of, you know, you found it? Look at you go. Is that it? You're so perfect. Aw, best friend, best mate, right? If you're talking like Irish, best mate. And so we stir that all in. Now, get it all messed up like that, and then we just, the whole bottom of the pan's like that. Next, you put can of strained kernel corn, right?
So we completely strain the corn.
Oh yeah, yeah. You don't want any of those juices in there, and you don't have to use the whole can, but I do because, like I said, I like flavor bursts. So I like the crunchiness of like the corn and the green beans. I just layer them up like that.
And you also strained those completely correct.
Yep, I sure did. So see, it looks like this now. You have meat and then corn and then green beans on top. After that, this is super easy. That's what I'm telling you guys. It's so easy. You go ahead and you put mashed potatoes on top. Now, I usually have to use 2 packets to make it thick enough because you kind of want it to be a third meat, a third vegetables, and a third mashed potatoes. Some people prefer a little bit more mash than meat. Some people prefer a little bit more meat than mash. Well, everyone thinks like, you know, just a reasonable amount of vegetables. And I like to use 2.
And of course, our recipe, you can alter yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Anything that we give you is going to be what you see us make. So you can alter it however you guys want.
Yeah. So right now we're just waiting. How much longer? About 1 more minute for the other mashed potatoes to go on top. And I will show you that in just a second. Guys?
Hey guys, we're back.
And I finished putting the second layer of mashed potatoes on there. So now it's basically in thirds. Meat, vegetable, potatoes. And also, I put a little bit of parsley on top. So it looks really nice and, you know, decorative. It also tastes good. My mama used to use paprika. So you can use either one. You can just sprinkle it on top. It makes it look better.
Crushed red peppers? No.
You could, but it's going to make it really spicy. If you, I mean, you're Southern,
Yeah.
so you like it hot. So
I
you can
do.
always add. I've actually added crushed red peppers in the meat before too. I usually add in a tablespoon of sugar because I have a sweet tooth. He's the one who likes it spicy.
I mean, I like meat and spice. I mean, I'm a true Southern boy.
What man doesn't?
Meat and potatoes.
There you go. So you're going to love this. Okay, so now we got it built. All we have to do is throw it in the oven. It goes in for a half an hour at 350. And you can tell when it does because sometimes you'll see a little bit of the tomato sauce bubbling around the edges, and you'll get the top of the mashed potatoes will have like little tiny brown tips. And that's when you know it's done. Take it out, let it set for a minute, and then you're ready to plate it. And we will come right back to show you how to plate it. I'm not going to, you can't put it on there because some people will be offended. I mean, I'm Irish, so I can tell it. But
I'm Irish too, so I mean, I was interested. Sorry, guys. Like, you guys are gonna have to bear with me because
no, it's
I started
really
the
bad. It's really bad.
Because she was about to tell me a joke, an Irish joke, and I'm Irish and she's Irish.
Yeah, but I don't want to offend people. You know, I mean, yes, we do drink a lot, and that's kind of
I
what.
do not drink a lot. I don't drink a lot.
Methinks the lady doth protest too much. So anyway, yeah, he doesn't. This is what he bought for himself for Valentine's Day, just to let you know.
Who better than me to know what to get me for Valentine's Day?
Well, I mean, I guess it can't be too bad. I heard it on Law and Order years ago when I was like 18, and I laughed so hard, and I told my Irish friends, and they said, "Oh, that's a good one." So hopefully, I mean, we're known for our sense of humor. What's the difference between lace curtain Irish and shanty Irish? Lace curtain Irish move the dishes out of the sink before they piss in it. I'm shanty Irish and proud. Oh, I'm sorry. All those years of punk rock really steered me wrong. Or right. I mean, depending on how you look at it.
All right. Well, in other news,
We can't show this. We can't show this.
oh, we're showing.
We are not showing this.
We can do it on our blooper reel.
Okay, blooper reel. Please blooper reel it. Because I don't want to get any person like, I'm very upset with you. You are awful to Irish people, and I love them, and that's actually my bloodline. So
I mean, it's both of our bloodlines.
yeah, I'm Irish Cherokee. I'm actually all American mutt, which is probably why my shepherd's pie is a whole like bunch of different things. I have like 10 different bloods in me, literally. Yeah, I'm the most American girl you've ever met.
So when you say you have 10 different bloods in you, does that
Well-
mean that you just like took 10 different people's blood and stuff?
Yes, I'm a vampire. Yeah, I mean that's how we started out. My family slowly coming over
Okay.
from.
I mean, just don't suck my blood. I mean,
I want to suck your butt. Every day is Halloween, folks. I'm scared of. I'm scared of. Oh, don't you want to cook with us? We're fun.
yes, we are a lot of fun.
Back to Lavish on Little. It's literally perfect right now. It's been almost a half an hour. You got to just check it. Sometimes it will go 35 minutes. Right now it's at 28.
Yep.
Is that right?
28. So
Yeah.
we've checked it along the way from the video.
And this is actually perfect. I'm going to hold it up so you can see it. You can see it's bubbling a little on the sides. All the little pieces of mashed potato are browned on top. This is pretty much perfect. We could have let it go another minute or two. It wouldn't have hurt it. But yeah, so that's basically what it's supposed to look like. Smells amazing.
It does. It smells delicious.
Oh, thank you, sir. Let me find a. Yep, there we go. Just a little scoop, any type of scoop you want. And also another thing is like you can tap on the top of the mashed potatoes and you can feel like it's a little firm.
You can hear it as well.
Yeah, you can hear it. So we're gonna just crush the end. Yep, and it's gonna be
The top is like a pie crust.
kind of a ooh, that's hot. That's hot, and it's not gonna come out exactly like a pie, but you can see it's like got the layers, and see, like that's got everything all perfectly like that. Steaming and delicious. So, and the sauce in the bottom of the gravy in the bottom of it will look a little runny. It will thicken up. It's really good the next day. So whatever you have left over, just add some aluminum foil on top of it. Throw it in the refrigerator, and it's really good the next day. So there you go, April's cottage pie.
And it looks and smells delicious. I cannot wait to dig into that. So
Thank you so much, sweetheart.
yeah, so that is April's cottage pie.
I think next time you're gonna do something. What were you gonna plan?
Next week, well, the next video, we're gonna do something that a little bit more of the locals down here understand. My 5-cheese mac and cheese, which this is going to be the first time that I've ever actually given my recipe out, and
apparently a lot of people have been asking for it.
they have. And I'm also going to do my pork tenderloin, which is another recipe that so many people have asked for, and I just have
We're
not.
giving away all of our secrets.
We are. We're not gonna give all the secrets away, but I'm gonna give you guys the basis around of what I cook and how I cook it, and then you guys gotta perfect it because everybody's different. I like mine kind of Creole, kind of South.
Mm-hmm.
So
I love Southern food, so I'm excited about this.
yeah, I mean we got this. But we do appreciate you guys being here with us today, and
try it out. You'll love it. And we'll have the recipe posted afterwards. It's really, I mean, like where you can click on it and you see it. It's really simple. So.
And we also, with the video, how it works is I'm going to give you guys the list of all the ingredients you need. And then I will make sure that there's a break for you guys to pause along the way so you guys know prep times and how long you have to cook. So when you get done with a segment, pause it. So then later on you can go back and finish watching and do step-by-step kind of deal.
Right. Which I love the fact that you're such a great editor.
That's right. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We
Keep
do
watching.
love you.
Subscribe if you want to see more, and
share it out.
Share it out. That's right. We love having new fans and new friends. So thank you so much. Bye. Love ya.
Bye. Guys, so you guys know I have been editing, and as I'm editing, I am eating the pie, and I promise you, just as perfect the next day. I've really enjoyed it. April's over there enjoying herself a bowl. I know y'all can't see. Let me kind of turn and look down. Yeah. So we're both eating it. It's just as good, if not better. But yeah, so we're about to upload this. This is literally what we're doing, eating while we upload.
Yummy.
So yeah, let us know what you think, and we will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching.